Throughout history, there have been many great American legacies. And of course, the mother effin' Corvette.
Guys a review video, and actually I got my hands on a Corvette. This is the Corvette's 70th year anniversary, I do believe. That's why they did just recently released the C06. That's a handful. C8 Z06. So they just recently released that one. Today's video is going to be talking about the Corvette C6, specifically SafetyRays. Hanging out with Ray throughout the day and trying to figure out more about Corvettes, not just for the video but also for the interest, because I myself wanted to get an American made vehicle, rather it be a Charger, a Mustang, Camaro, or Vette. It was always the hardest decisions on what to do, but obviously with the bigger engines and the bigger cars, they cost a lot of money. So that's one reason why I never went and I decided to go with Fiats. Fiat life, I decided to go with Fiats because it was a much more unique car that nobody really has to car shows, and nobody really mods them because the moment they break or start to give any kind of issues, they throw them down the drain, put them in cold parts, sell them on offer up, take it to the junkyard, get what they can, put the stock parts back on. You know, it's usually how it goes in the Fiat community, but people like me trying to stick on and keep it. You guys see in the last video I drove it to the car meets. So it's pretty cool. A big shout out to SafetyRay for allowing me to drive his vehicle, you know, not only to the Peterson Museum, but also around town. Now, this car I drove to Griffith Park. I drove from his house all the way up to the Peterson Museum, and it is a big night and day difference. Not just driving from a Fiat to the Nissan that I own to this car, you know, being able to drive this behemoth of a beast, it definitely is a lot more sturdy. So the body roll, it's a lot more stiffer, it's a lot wider than the Fiat. I mean, obviously comparing the both, there's no real comparison, but these two cars are totally different animals. This car is just 4 cylinders more, a lot more power, and respectively, I have not passed 60 miles per hour, respectively, because this is as much as this is my car to review today before I do head to work, this is also my good friend's dream car that took him, you know, some time to get, and then to get where it's at today, of course. And he's still not done. I believe he's still in the process of it, and you know, between getting power mods and different wheels maybe, but I do like the design that he's going after. As you guys know, his Instagram handler and his YouTube channel is SafetyRC, SafetyRay. He's really all about safety. So he's got really cool stripes and designs on the outside of the vehicle, and he actually has a air vent just like it, and he even has you know, his belt and his wallet, like everything all color matches 100%. So that's pretty cool about you know, SafetyRays theme. He really stuck to it, and it definitely, it's not to where it looks comical too much. It looks very tasty, if I could say that. This car right here, it is definitely, you know, quick. I just, like I said, I haven't stepped on it. I do like what he did to the outside of the vehicle. So he has the C, I believe the C8. So those headlights look absolutely menacing on this car. Aftermarket taillights, they give it a nice sleek. He does have this red interior. So the color of the car is red, yellow, and black. The steering wheel has a little bit of a yellow on there. The dash itself has a Corvette in yellow, and then, like, you know, the interior, it's red with the red seat. It's the red seat belts. Wow, I just not recognize that. So that's pretty cool, you know, what he's done to this vehicle. So he also owns a C4, and I've sat in that one only once for a little bit of time. But I can tell you right now, the difference between the C4 and the C6. Well, I mean, there's a big difference, obviously, in the years and the different engines. But with the C4 that I noticed, it has a lot more deeper tunnel to sit into. So the rocker panels where you can get out of the car, you're kind of more sucked into the C4 than you are with the C6. And I guess some history that Ray was talking about is that the C4 was actually going to be the last Corvette that, you know, Chevy wanted to produce, until 4 guys did some sneaky underground work and created the C5. Now, they did say it was something like a hardened steel, a hydrogen steel or something like that, to where the steel was blown up into shape like a balloon, basically, that not only made it lightweight but also made it very sturdy and very strong to house the C5. Now, going later on into the future of EV, I do believe they are also going to have that C8 but in a hybrid mode. So it will be engine, but kind of like a hybrid supercar. You know, they turn on, they turn off, and the electricity is still going around there, you know, when it has to. It's just, I don't think Corvette's ever gonna go full EV. Something else I was thinking about would be crazy if they had taken this car, not this car, sorry, the C8. They taken the C8 and they put the engine back in the front and left the mid-engine as a trunk. Like, that would be an insane thing to see. Definitely something nobody's ever done. And the C6, so this car, it's all fiberglass. I believe it has an LS3 question mark. LS3, I'm pretty sure. This car, he does have an LSX manifold, or at least the badge, but it's also yellow, so that's pretty cool. Like I said, it goes along with the whole entire theme that he has with this vehicle. The other wheels, if you guys haven't seen the videos on the channel, I do have his other set of wheels, because one of them had a really nasty wobble in it from hitting a pothole. So, you know, I could get those fixed and then give them back to him, but I think he's over them. And who knows, maybe, just maybe, if I ever get a Corvette, I can always put them on there. So my basic review of the C6, it's an amazing car. It's comfy. One thing I do notice, because I'm tall, and I think this is an adjustable steering wheel, but I'm not going to, because it's not my car, I'm not going to adjust it. The seat, though, is a power seat, so I was able to move that back and forth. And it does, it goes back pretty far, considering that it's just straight up trunk area right there, kind of like the 350Z and, you know, other coupes that are like this. You see, my coupe is a Fiat, so I never really had, I always had back seats, so it's kind of different than having a normal wall basically right back there. So it's really cool, though. I mean, I'm still, you know, I went from driving manual to automatic. This thing does have the dual clutch, so you have in here, you have the automatic the paddle shifters. You can go up, or you can click the down button down below and go down. But you know, it's a pretty cool car. A big shout out to SafetyRays for allowing me to do a little review on his vehicle. This car is, like I said, it's pretty cool. It's never been heavy modded to where it's obnoxiously loud. It still has its power, and it still pays a respect to Corvette. You know, there's nothing crazy done to the vehicle. He is on the channel. It was a video back in the Hot Wheels tour in 2022, from when I first started my channel. Really, let's have a full rundown of it. I could definitely tell he loves Corvettes. He does have that seat.
Some unique characteristics that
Before, like I was saying, and that thing's pretty cool. It's unique. The other video he was talking about how, you know, that car was run down and he basically put it back together. And you know, it's pretty cool that, you know, when you love your car, that you were able to put your own blood, sweat, and tears back into it just to make it run. You know, something that not a lot of people know how to do is to get the car from trash to basically rags to riches. It's an amazing car. This one does have the roof that you can remove, but I am not going to do that because I'm not going to do it. I'm tempted to, but no. It's nice and shady in here, and it's really hot in California. Currently, right now, we are in Hollywood. This is my short review of the Corvette C6. So this is a much different video than driving, you know, with Rashad and everything. Like, I was able to drive the Tesla. That thing was crazy. And then, you know, I was able to drive the Bronco around. But this is a whole different beast. This car, you know, if Corvette had to be categorized under anything, it'd be America. You know, there's a lot of crazy Corvettes out there that have 2 steps, cams, but this one's kind of just really classic. It's really chill. So that's really nice that Ray had let me drive this vehicle today. And there's Spider. And it looks like there's an event going on up ahead, so that's kind of trouble, but it's alright. Now, to my knowledge, there's a few things I'm going to tell you guys. So the Corvette C6, now we did talk to Jay Leno, and he did have one of the 7, I believe he had the first one, but one of the 7 Le Mans
C6 RSs. The C6 RSs, there's a company named Pratt & Miller.
Racetrack built basically Corvette C6 RS, and seeing that thing in person was absolutely menacing with the 7-liter engine, all carbon fiber panels. I believe in I think it wasn't the doors or something like that. So one of the parts weren't carbon fiber, but the majority of the car was pure carbon all the way around, painted black, and that was pretty cool to see that in person. So this Corvette C6, you know, there's a bunch of different models, as all Corvettes have. You know, they have the Z06. I was talking about like the Hero Edition, Grand Sport, and then obviously you have the different LT, 1LT, 3LT, different ones for different specs. There's so many different versions of Corvettes. However, though, my favorite would have to be either the one with the LS9 or the LT4. The reason being is not only are they like big engines, they're also supercharged from and have a ton of carbon. The carbon ceramic brakes, carbon fiber here and there, a lot of carbon on those cars, and they're just really massive beasts. The cool thing about this car is that you can do a lot of performance mods to it. There's a lot of space in the engine bay as far as like headers or intake. You know, it's a lot of room to work with in the engine bay, and it's crazy because it's all just one unibody. You can literally take this drivetrain and the engine and just roll it right off of the car. So the shell is a fiberglass shell, from the fiberglass quarter panels down to the fiberglass front end, and you can just remove everything. B's for Build also did a Corvette, I believe a C5, to where you turn it into a go-kart. That was pretty cool to see that one. And you know, I've seen different style Corvettes from all over the place. I think one of the sickest C5s out there would have to be Bag, the FC5. If you guys haven't checked out his Instagram, I'll be playing it over here. He is from the middle of the states. But yeah, no, I think that's it for today's review, guys. You know, just basically talking about the C6. I have very little knowledge to these cars because I probably have more knowledge on Fiats. Next review, I don't know what car we will be going in. Maybe the Charger. I'm still trying to get that into the works. It's just a lot of stuff going on personally in life, and you know, I'm definitely gonna try to get this channel cleaned up more. So if you guys see a lot of re-uploads and you've been around since day one, my apologies. I'm just trying not to lose that content, so that way you guys can just enjoy it. And for all the new people joining in, you can also see like, wow, that probably was me, or that probably was my build. But yeah, guys, as always, stay safe and stay chill.
Alright, so pulling up really quick here, and actually we're gonna go play a big prank on a homie right now. So camera audio wasn't exactly the best, but let's go ahead and hop inside the car and see his phone call and his reaction.
Alright, so let me seclude you guys up in here real quick. I know the top is down, but with the windows up, it does make a big difference. So I have my little sticky notes here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna call Ray right now and see his initial reaction of you can see really quick, big ding, ouch, a bunch of different stuff that I'm gonna stick all over his car. So let's go ahead and call him. I'm nervous. Alright. He's gonna kill me. Hello?
Hello. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I got I'm almost there.
That's cool. I'm just getting off the freeway.
Nice. I just have a little bit of an issue.
Okay.
Nothing too big. Hopefully.
Fine. An issue.
I don't think it's going to be an issue, but I think my workers don't like the Corvette.
You think your workers don't like the Corvette?
Yeah, there's some big dings and scratches.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Big
not.
dings and scratches.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It just looks like somebody like maybe took like a key or something like.
I have full coverage. I'll be under vandalism.
Okay.
I have no deductible, so it doesn't cost me anything.
Sweet. So you get a full new fresh paint job, huh?
Pretty much.
Okay. Well, I'll show you when
It'll suck to have the car out.
Yeah, I'll show you when I get over there.
Okay.
All right. Sorry about that, brother. I'll see you right now.
Yeah. Nice.
All right. Bye. So, that's what he's been telling me all day. He's like, I have full coverage. I don't care. I have full coverage. So, damn, man, it must be nice to have full coverage. Wait a minute. It's for you, Ray. It's a beautiful car. This car, honestly, without its exhaust, guys, it sounds so nice. Like, it's a nice purr, and it's very harmonic than just loud and obnoxious. So, thank you, SafetyRays, again. We're gonna be doing this, and we'll get his reaction right now. So let's go ahead and pull up to his house. All right, guys. So we're like literally 2 seconds away from seeing him. So if you could see all the cars stickered and everything, I have the most important one right here. It says "Hey," and I'm carefully limping the way down. 1, for him not to hear us. 2, and also the post itself come flying off. But let's see his reaction right now. I got news for you.
What's up?
Look at it. Look at it.
Oh, what the fuck?
Look at it. Read it. Look.
Read all of them.
I'm trying to. It's dark as fuck out here. Dad? Really? Big dog. Oh my goodness. Can't see the sea and
Yeah, I write like chicken scratch.
Yeah, I saw the ending part. I was like, I'm not gonna say that out loud. Sell it. Wow.
Figured you were in the.
What the fuck is ouch? What's ouch about it? No, that. Those are just rocks from like the street.
We read the other one. Look, by the vent.
Wow. On the what?
By the vent.
And the other big thing.
Big ding and bing dong. Ding dong.
Mirror. No, mirror on the mirror. That's creative. Oh my goodness. It's fucking post-its all over the place.
I'm shocked they stood. Plate on plate.
I mean, someone just labeled everything. Okay.
And then I have the most important one right here. Interior. Did you get lonely?
Okay. Have you read the message the car gives you every time you turn it on?
Yeah. No, you're gonna see that in the next clip too. So yeah, it didn't get scratched. People admired it and everything.
Do it on yours.
So.
Turn it on. Actually, you need to step on the brake. I gotta see. Wow.
Damn. Corvette boy.
Turn it on. Turn it on. Does that keep off there or just mine? I don't know.
No, that's Corvette by Chevrolet.
No.
Oh.
Okay, get out. Turn off. Get out.